What's the best exercise for my heart? One of the most asked health questions. Most people expect a single winner: running, weights, or walking. But the evidence gives a clearer, more generous answer. The best isn't one thing, it's the right combination. And everything we've discussed across this series comes together right here. First, the single strongest lever: cardiorespiratory fitness, your VO2 max. In the Cleveland Clinic study, following over 122,000 people, fitness was inversely related to mortality, with no upper limit to the benefit. Even more striking, the risk carried by low fitness was comparable to coronary artery disease, smoking, and diabetes, and in some comparisons, greater. So your fitness is one of the strongest measurable protectors of your heart. I covered how to measure and raise it in the VO2 max episode. This is its continuation. So how do you build that fitness? 2 layers: base and peak. The base: easy cardio a few times a week at a pace where you can still talk, that's zone 2. The peak: high-intensity intervals that really push VO2 max. Remember the Norwegian 4x4R protocol. Keep the base wide, add a few peaks on top. Together they both grow and sharpen your aerobic engine. But that's only half the story. In a meta-analysis of 16 cohort studies, muscle-strengthening training, independent of aerobic activity, was linked to roughly 10 to 17% lower risk of overall mortality, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. The interesting part is the dose. The biggest benefit appeared at about 30 to 60 minutes a week. Then the curve flattens, so more isn't better. And the strongest result? Those who combined strength with aerobic training had lower mortality risk than either alone. Strength protects muscle and metabolic health, while fitness grows the engine. Here's the synthesis. There's no single winner called the best exercise for the heart. The winner is the combination: a wide aerobic base, a few high-intensity intervals, and half an hour to an hour of strength a week. And remember, in the Copenhagen study, the sports that added the most years shared a social dimension, so the movement you enjoy, do with others, and will actually sustain matters more than the perfect program, because the best exercise is the one you keep doing long-term. A concrete frame: twice a week easy cardio, 1 or 2 interval sessions, 2 strength sessions, with rest days between. Start where you are. For those who don't move at all, the biggest gain is in the first step. Before adding high intensity, especially if you're over 50 or have a heart or blood pressure condition, get your doctor's clearance. The goal isn't heroics, it's consistency. To recap, the best exercise for the heart isn't one thing. It's the combination of a wide aerobic base, a few intervals, and weekly strength, plus the enjoyment and social side that keeps you going. This is the thread tying the first 4 episodes together: measure, move, protect. The series will continue: the gut-heart axis and the most debated topics. But the core stayed the same throughout. Fitness is your strongest and most neglected medicine. This isn't medical advice. See your doctor. Measure, move, live longer. Subscribe,